All right, everybody, hello and welcome. It is Freestyle Friday here on MLE. A bit of a sad one, but you know what? We're not going to let that get in the way of some fantastic Rocket League this evening. My name is Hunt, and I'm so glad you guys could join us on this special edition of Freestyle Friday. I do just want to let everybody know before we get started that any donations, any bits received by MLE throughout the weekend, not just tonight, but Saturday and Sunday as well, are all being donated to the GoFundMe for Rick and his family. So please, if you would like to do that, you can either donate here or give bits here, or you can donate directly by using the link that the bot shouts out every couple of minutes. So anyway, guys, we have some great Rocket League for you. The first match, fittingly, will be the Elite versus the Bulls of the Premier League. This one should be a pretty close matchup. The 21-9 Elite looking to make a good push into the playoffs today. They need to do well against the Bulls to really solidify their spot. But the Bulls, quite the formidable opponent, 25-5. They're 6-0 so far. They have a chance to complete the perfect season tonight. We're going to see if they can do that against Tai and the Elite. But before we do that, guys, of course, as always, we have a wonderful map intro to show you what map we're playing on this evening. It will be Manfield at night. Take a look at it. All right, we are here, and I'm not sure if the team's there. They go. We are into the game underway. Game number one between the Elite and the Bulls. Kickoff between the two captains, or two GMs, I should say, Tai and Rainbow Noms at midfield. Tai clearing that one away. Right to El Diablo. That one's got a chance, but it's just off the mark, and we're scoreless through the early parts of this one. It's going to be important to see which team can take that early advantage. The ball is going to go across the box now for Tai to go up on the wall and try to play this one. Fade back down for El Diablo Rojo to try to play it. Not the greatest touch by Rainbow Noms, but Flums cutting across the box to make the save. El Diablo towards the net, but it's up high. And nothing doing. 45 seconds into game number one now. There we go. Scoreboard should be good to go. Yes, it is. Okay. That one's going to fall right down in front, and Tai will get the first goal of the match. Nice follow-up there. El Diablo just a bit high. I don't know. That ball might have gone in. It was a good save, but the double commit kills them on that play. And Tai first on the board. 4:05 to go. But nothing in favor of the Elite. We'll see if they can keep this up. We move through. El Diablo can't quite find the defense there. Flums towards the net. He's going to tie it up early. 1-1. 3:58 to go. A good passing play between these boys, and it finds its way into the back of the net. Again, a little bit of a defensive rotation issue there, I think, for the Elite. Good counterattack play, though, from the Bulls. Quick in transition. We'll see which team can break the tie as Tai will go back and make a quick save. Flums through mid, finding that pass from Rainbow Nomsen will put it in the Elite corner. Now it's El Diablo out of his own end. Can't get past Rainbow Noms, so now Tai up, trying to get past Flums. No luck there, so we remain scoreless. El Diablo off his sidewall. Tai can't quite find the touch. Now it's Flums. corner goes Rainbow Noms. And Bombs now will try to clear it away. One's going to go high off the back wall. Tai, pushing it forward. Bombs. And now it will eventually fall down. For Tai to clear away. Both teams really back and forth in this one. Nobody able to find the advantage quite yet. It's going to come right out in front. Ty's going to put another one on. And it's 2-0 now, or 2-1, I should say, in favor of the Elite. Good passing play there. Not giving up on the play was El Diablo. Manages it to get the ball out in front. We have a 2-1 ball game approaching halftime. Let's see if the Bulls can respond again. Bulls are undefeated in Premier League thus far. Elite would love to hand them their first defeat of the season. Tai will make it a third. The Elite pushing forward. Ty's got a hat trick in this game already, and we've only played a little over 2 minutes 30. If this is the way that the Elite are going to play, the Bulls are in for quite a long night. Now Flums high up in the air. Oh, can't quite find the touch, and now Diablo will try to clear it away, but now the pressure into the Elite half. Rainbow Noms gets it by one. Tai there to clear it away. Flums looking to play this one. Will get it past Tai, and now it's El Diablo. 1v2. A good clear off the back while relieving a little bit of pressure, allowing Tai to get back in position. Flums into the corner. It's going to come down for Rainbow Noms. He's going to go top shelf. They inch themselves within one. Good read from Rainbow Noms after that pass out of the corner from Flums. Just unfortunate Tai couldn't quite reach it. It is now 3-2 with 2 minutes to go, just about. Rainbow Noms now trying to get over top of El Diablo. It's going to come out in front for Flums. Tai can't find it. We are tied after that kickoff goal from the Bulls. Rainbow Noms and Flums wasting no time trying to tie this game up. Do so successfully. So now it's back to anybody's game. Been a pretty even matchup so far. I don't really know who to give the advantage to. It seems like the Elite, when they've been on offense, have been able to make more plays work than the Bulls. The Bulls have gotten a couple of kickoff goals in this game that have worked to their advantage, but not something that you can really rely on. You've got to work your offense. The Elite have been able to do, but a bit of a misplay there on offense from the Elite. Give the Bulls some possession time now. Rainbow Noms trying to go over top of Tai. And eventually it will fall back into the purple corner. Now Flums up off the wall. Tai gets up there, but not cleared. El Diablo will cover for his teammate, and still the Bulls press the attack. Ty's got to flick that one out. Now there's a minute 5. We are still tied 3-3. Come down for Rainbow Noms. Can't quite find the touch towards the net. It will eventually be cleared away by El Diablo, so we are back to a little bit of resetting, but almost there. Rainbow Noms had to make a good save on El Diablo, as now Flums clears it away. Towards the middle, but Rainbow Noms not in the greatest position. Now Tai next in line. Flums with an easy clear. It's going to force El Diablo to challenge him. Got to be careful. Tai ends up getting demoed on the back end by Rainbow Noms, but the ball does get cleared either way. Off the sidewall, Flums has an opportunity, but a good save from El Diablo. Now there's only 11 seconds to go. We could see overtime in this game, number 1. Flums carrying it down. He's only got Tai to beat. It's going to go off the crossbar. Follow up off the crossbar again. The ball's still in the air, and he misses it. We're going to overtime. Game number 1. The Bulls with 3 amazing opportunities right at the end. Could not find the back of the net, and now all comes down to this in game 1. Can the Elite put themselves up front? Tai has a shot, but Flums Going to reject that. Now El Diablo has to make a play. It's there for Rainbow Noms, but Tai cuts across to make a save. Flom's one more, looking for the touch from Rainbow Noms. Nothing doing. The Eclipse defense holding strong for now. Flom's over top of Tai towards the net. Bit off the mark. It's going to pop out now for Rainbow Noms. They'll touch it down. Tai able to clear it away. And eventually the ball finds its way into the elite corner. Towards the net. Will that find its way in just off the mark? Just a bit wide. And now Flom's in transition. Gets the pass from Rainbow Noms. Rainbow Noms tries another touch, but El Diablo is there to reject him. We've played about a minute in this overtime period. Still, both teams trying to find that crack in the defense of the other. Nobody has been able to do it quite yet, and got to imagine that for the Bulls, there's a lot of pressure to pull this one out, especially after all of those missed chances. Tai out in front. Here comes El Diablo. They'll score, and the Elite take game number 1 in a close overtime fashion. Tai with a beautiful pass, doing it all for his team in this game. And the Elite will take the one game advantage. So beautiful play from them. And for the Bulls, again, it's just in the back of your mind. You miss that last second opportunity. You had 3 chances at the goal. They couldn't find it, and now they find themselves down a game in the series. But for the boys in purple of the Elite, certainly the way they wanted to start this game, absolutely the way they wanted to start. They took it directly to the Bulls. It looked like they would not be denied. They had a little bit of a rough patch there through the end of the first, or through the final minute or so. But after that, certainly a wonderful performance from them. They do take game number 1. We are getting ready for game 2. Yes, we are getting ready. There we go. We'll see if the Elite can keep up the pressure. Certainly, the more games they can take off the Bulls, the better for the Elite. As we are getting underway here in game number 2. Again, Tai and Rainbow Noms on the kickoff. El Diablo clearing it down for Flom's to play back. It will be El Diablo once more. I think this is an important first goal. I think the Bulls can't let the Elite get the momentum. Can Tai put this in? No, just off the side of his car. He had an opportunity, couldn't quite find it, and now Flom's will clear it away. 30 seconds gone, no score. El Diablo looking for Tai. Rainbow Noms gonna reject that at the source. They'll push it towards the cage, and El Diablo will clear it away. Play back into the Elite corner, Tai. Now Rainbow Noms towards the net, no problems for the Elite defense. And Flom's will take it up the wall. Got another touch lined up, but Tai saying no thank you, sir, and will reject him there as well. Will that one have the legs to make it? No. Flom's back in time to clear it away. So minute gone, no score. Again, I believe this is an all-important first goal for the Bulls. They can't let the Elite get that momentum back that they had in the first game, or they could be looking at a pretty long series. Towards the net now. Tai and El Diablo both combining to make that save. Not the greatest touch there from Flom. Sits directly at the goaltenders. It is cleared away, so a minute 30 has expired in game 2. Flom's pops it over Tai. Tries to get around El Diablo. Won't happen. And this one's going to chase Rainbow Noms back. He's got to hurry. He'll get there with plenty of time to spare. Close, tight game. I kind of expected that after going into overtime in game 1. Neither of these teams want to give up too much to their opponents. Both of these teams wonderfully good in their own right. But with 3 minutes to go, it is still anybody's game. Nothing has been scored as of yet. ball still residing in elite corner. Flams will chip that one up. Here comes Rainbow Noms towards the cage. Nothing doing for him. So again, we go back to this resetting play. Slow and calculated, although Tai with a little bit of an opportunity here towards the net. Flams makes the save. A good touch from him to keep that away from El Diablo, who did not want to challenge that for fear of counterattack. Defensive play shining for both teams now. Flams towards the net. Tai a big save. Rainbow Noms looking to play it out of the same corner he just watched his teammate play out of. But El Diablo's there to turn him away. Still though, ball remains in elite half. And now El Diablo challenging Rainbow Noms in the corner. Not a whole lot of action to speak of so far in this game. Again, both of these teams slower, more methodical game, and Tai has to make a save. Almost getting bumped out of the way by Rainbow Noms. Almost spelled disaster there for the elite, but still, this is much better pressure though from the Bulls than we saw in game number 1. They haven't been able to find the touches to get shots on goal too often. They have kept the ball, although as I say that, not the greatest touch, and a double commit. El Diablo trying to put this towards the net. Flams is there to turn it away. He's got to be careful. That's a good challenge. It's going to fall down in front. Good defensive awareness from Rainbow Noms will keep it clear. 1 minute remaining. 0-0 game number 2. Flams one-on-one with El Diablo. Tried to fake him out, but just couldn't get what he was looking for there. Now Rainbow Noms challenging Tai. It's going to go across the pitch for Flams. Off the ceiling. Opting to let Rainbow Noms play that one. Looking for the follow-up. El Diablo's there to turn him away. And they even get the next touch. That's on goal. They score in transition. A beautiful pass from Tai right to the bumper of El Diablo, and they score the first goal of the game. 37 seconds remaining in game 2. The elite looking to put a stranglehold on this series right now. And for the Bulls, they've got 35 seconds to put one on the board. They haven't been able to do it yet in this game. And here's an opportunity. It's going to go up the wall. Tai off his own back wall to clear it away. 22 seconds now is all that remains for the Bulls. El Diablo right into Rainbow Noms. He's got another touch on this, but Tai gets up there just in time. Follow up, a big save, but it falls in. A fortunate goal from the Bulls. I mean, we can't really even call that fortunate. It was the pressure that finally got through, but El Diablo made the save on the initial shot. The rebound caroms off of Flams' car. And we have another tie game, 10 seconds to go. This one's going to be pushed down. Tai will kill it. Now it is overtime yet again, game 2. El Diablo with the clear, looking for the touch. He's off the mark there, however. Now he's got to rotate back. Rainbow Noms towards the net. El Diablo, hero of game 1 for the elite. Able to clear it away. He'll even get this pass from Tai. Can he get past Rainbow Noms? Not quite, but Tai there to keep it in. Now in rotation. No, Tai actually opting to give the Bulls a lot of space, but El Diablo is still going to get the challenge onto Flams. Can Tai find this over top of Rainbow Noms? It's a close call there, right out in front, but too high for El Diablo to put a meaningful touch on net. Still gets it past one defender. Flams is there, however, cleared away, and now it's Tai's turn to put it back into the Bulls' end. He's going to go up to try to get this touch. Good block from Rainbow Noms. Can't get the second one. Flams is there to play it. El Diablo's still here, but it does eventually get cleared away, and again, we've played a minute into overtime. This time in game number 2, Tai. To red corner now for him to play it again across the box. Won't find El Diablo. El Diablo has to rotate back. Got to be careful here. Flams is lurking. Will find the touch. Gets it past one. Tai though in good position to keep the ball away from the net. Can't get it over Rainbow Noms. Actually, that was a pretty good 50. It's going to give El Diablo a chance. just off the mark yet again, and now Flams into tie Rainbow Noms to follow it up. It will eventually be cleared back down yet again. We sit in mid. Both teams are looking for that opportunity. This might be it for the Bulls. But El Diablo will get an initial touch in a really awkward spot. Ends up playing it right to Flams. But it's a bit high, and that gives a chance to clear it away. He will get demoed. Rainbow Noms towards the net. And there's the goal that will send us to game number 3, tied 1-1. Just looks like El Diablo. Yeah, he just went off the side of the goal. Couldn't get back in time. Just seemed like such an awkward defensive stand there for El Diablo. His touch in the corner, not the greatest one, kind of led to that aggression from the Bulls. And it did allow them to tie the series up going into game number 3. But all around, a good play from both of these teams. The shots heavily in favor of the Bulls, as you see on your screen right now. That just kind of speaks to the amount of aggression the Bulls were able to play with there towards the beginning of that game. But eventually, the Elite came to life. They found their stride, able to put a goal on the board. But you've got to do a bit more than that if you want to beat this Bulls team. Did see overtime, however, and the Bulls didn't score until about 10 seconds left in that game. So now game number 3 will determine which team gets the advantage heading into the remaining final 2 games of the series. This time, 2 GMs will defer to their subordinates, if you will, for the kickoff. Swams and Rainbow Noms trying to get that ball away. And it's 1-1 in the series, game number 3. Just about 30 seconds old. Would not be surprised if this was yet another low-scoring game between these 2 teams. Although game 1, not a whole lot of low scoring. 7 goals throughout. Although here's the Elite with an opportunity. Tai will force that home. He's going to get this goal scoring started early in game number 3. Just beating out Rainbow Noms. A great 50 from him. Absolutely using his positioning there to his advantage and just dunking over top of the enemy GM. So 4:15 to go. We'll see if this game has the potential to break open a little bit, kind of similar to game 1. Be surprised to see it end 2-1 again, but I wouldn't imagine we would go into double digits in goals. Now Tai off the wall. Flams will clear it away. Rainbow Noms looking for the touch, but he's not going to find anything. This Tai is going to clear it back down. El Diablo towards the net. Rainbow Noms up to play that one, and now the Bulls, not sure how much boost they have on their side. It is enough to clear it away. Tai couldn't quite get it over the defense there. Diablo will chip it around one attacking Bull, so still both teams looking for that edge. Right now, though, the Elite with the advantage. Up a goal here, 3:20 to go. As El Diablo plays it down into the red corner. Out in front for Tai. Flams with a good save. Keeps us in this one-goal game, 3 minutes to go. Rainbow Noms can't get over top of El Diablo. It's towards the net. He's going to get a touch, but it's not quite a good one. Can Tai challenge this? He does opt to go for it. Will keep it in. Puts it towards the net. Flams is there. Now there's a bit of a scramble in front, but that's not the greatest challenge, and that's going to lead to the Bulls' first goal. Unfortunately, you can kind of see that one coming. As El Diablo not able to find the challenge he needed. I think it would have been a bit better for him to rotate back just a little bit further. He did opt to go for the challenge. Didn't quite work that time, but you have a tie game as we approach halfway point, game number 3. One towards the net, tie. Problems. Will go up his back wall, gets a pass Flams, but takes a demo in retaliation. Diablo keeping it in. Gonna give Flams a bit of trouble, but he will get a nice boomer on that one. Tie, however, turning with a boomer of his own. Can't find the second touch in the corner, and now he's boostless and has to get back. Flams one-on-one with El Diablo. Get it past him. Now it's up for Rainbow Knobs to play. Tai's gonna bump him out of the way. I thought that would be an elite clear, but good challenge from Flams. Keeps it in. Can't keep it in that time, though. It's gonna bounce way up high. El Diablo's got a touch on it, but he can't put it towards the net. And it will fall down for Flams to carry away. One-on-one with Tai. Tai, not a ton of boost in the tank. Good save by him, not getting juked by that little deke move of Flams. So we remain a tie game, 1-1. Minute 30 left to play. So now the Bulls chasing this one to their own corner. El Diablo up in the air for Tai, just misses it. Had an opportunity to try to play that one down towards the net. Did Tai, but just overshot it a little bit. Right out in front, but Tai not in a good position to follow that up. Don't think he expected El Diablo to get through. Oh, just off the mark, and Tai can't get it. Now here comes the Bulls in transition. El Diablo's got to get there. He won't. And 2 goals scored by the Bulls in this game have come directly off of missed opportunities on the other end. A bit over aggression from the Elite. Starting to creep into the gameplay now. Need to curb this aggressive style if they want a chance in this series. That ball's a bit high. Tai getting demoed there by Flams. Now Rainbow Knobs can't get it towards the net. They will keep it in, and they will waste a lot of time. Only 30 seconds for the Elite to put one on the board. Rainbow Knobs keeping it in. Tai. One touch. Can he get another one off the ground? Not yet, but it will be Flams to play it away. Up in the air. Again, wasting a lot of time are the Bulls' offense right now. El Diablo with a save. 10 seconds to go. The Elite just can't seem to find a way out of their own zone, although that's a good way to do it. Flams, however, there, but he doesn't make the touch! Are you kidding me? What did we just witness? My word. Not the most fortuitous time to own goal, and this gives the Elite a little bit of life here in game 3. We're headed into overtime for yet another game between these two teams. Can the Elite do it? Flams has to go up and make the save. As now he will touch that towards the net. Tai's there to clear it away. All 3 of these games thus far decided in overtime. The Elite took the first one. The Bulls took the second. Game number 3 still to be decided. That's not the greatest touch. Diablo's going to have a shot on net. Is that on? It is, and the Elite somehow pull this one out of thin air. They take game number 3 and a stranglehold on the series. In overtime yet again. Ooh, my word. 3-2 in favor of Elite, and I really, the caster in me wants to move beyond that own goal that we saw at the very end, but it was such a pivotal moment in that game. I mean, 4 seconds left. All he has to do is catch that ball in his right in front of his net, clear it to the side, and game over. Game 1. I'm not sure if maybe it was just a little bit of nerves. I don't know, but man, for the Bulls, if they end up dropping this series, that is like the turning point of the series, I think. And my goodness, the Elite absolutely taking advantage of the gift they were given in that game. So we are going to move into game number 4. It is on the Bulls now. They need to win the next 2 to keep their perfect season alive. Quite good. I mean, obviously they started 6-0 this season. We would certainly love to continue that in the first season of Premier League. To go undefeated would be quite the accomplishment. But the Elite want to play spoiler on that now. They've got a game lead, match point for the next 2 games, and Tai looks to start the scoring off early. He'll find it, and the Elite are on the board. 1-0. Not even 15 seconds in, just a good long shot from Tai. See if they can maintain this pressure for the Bulls. They don't want to be playing from behind, and unfortunately they'll have to. Although that was a double commit from the Elite. Not the greatest look. That one's off the crossbar, though. Flums couldn't put it home, but he will keep the ball in the corner now. It's cleared away by El Diablo towards the net. Flums with the touch backwards. Tai. Challenging Rainbow Noms. Now El Diablo towards the net. Out in front, but it will be Rainbow Noms to carry out of his own corner. High up in the air. No problems for Tai to reach, but he doesn't get it out. As now Rainbow Noms, good save from Tai, reading that one perfectly. Keeps the ball out of the goal for now as Flums will chip it up. Tai not opting to go up for it early enough, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Can the Elite turn this into a goal? They will. They're going to take a 2-0 lead. Just about a minute gone in this one. So far, this series has paid off in spades, I think. This has been such a close series. The minute it started, and honestly, it's been a roller coaster. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this series has been so up and down. It's crazy to me. As that one's going to go in, the pool shot. Wait, did El Diablo get a touch on it, I believe? Yeah, it looked like he did get the final touch. But Tai with the pool shot onto Rainbow Noms to start that play off. And it's 3-0 for the Elite. They are looking to put the dagger in the perfect season of the Bulls. As now Flums tries to play it out of his own end. They'll force the Elite back to their own corner. Tai, not a ton of boost. Gonna go off the ceiling. Can't get it past Rainbow Noms, though, who will keep it in. Flums, one-on-one with El Diablo. Can't get the flick. And it seems like Flums isn't super comfortable in these 1v1 situations. He's had quite a number of opportunities, but he hasn't done a whole lot with the ball, as Tai-Tai's gonna put a 4th one in. And it seems like the Bulls are kind of relying on these solo efforts. And I'd like to see them kind of change it up. It's not working for them right now. They need to start connecting as a team a bit more on some of these passing plays. They're using the back wall to decent effect. But these infield passing plays, I think, are what's going to help the Bulls try to come back in this series. They don't have a whole lot of time. They've got 3 minutes to score 4 goals. Certainly doable. This is by far the largest lead we've seen so far in this series, as Rainbow Noms looks to make it one less. But El Diablo in good goaltending position to keep it away now. We approach the midway point of game number 4. Flums can't get it over top of El Diablo. Actually, he does, and it will eventually find its way to Tai to clear away. Still, looks like the Bulls opting for this dump in, use the back wall strategy. Rainbow Noms had a chance there. El Diablo not in a good spot. But I really would love to see the Bulls start to activate a bit more on offense. It's obviously this back wall play is not working for them right now. Might have worked in the previous games, but it's not working right now, and you've got to change something up with only 2 minutes to go, and you're down by 4. We'll see if they can do it. Doesn't look like the Elite want to give any ground at all. There's Floms towards the net. Easy save for El Diablo. Rainbow Noms once more. An easy save for Tai. Gets the pass over, but not on net, and Floms is back either way. So now, minute 40 to go. This ball bouncing out in front. Can Tai put a 5th one on the board? Not the greatest shot. It gives Rainbow Noms a chance to play it. We remain 4-0 with a minute 30 to go. Tai will rotate back. Gonna kick it away. Oh, Diablo off the corner wall. Tai tries to get the demo onto Rainbow Noms, who dodges it, I believe. Ended up getting the save either way. Now we're down to the final minute and 10 seconds to go. Oh, Diablo clearing away Floms there from the cage, but the ball doesn't find its way in. Final 60 seconds. It looks like the Elite might have just spoiled the perfect season for the Bulls. Not going to say it'll take a miracle, but it'll certainly take a flurry of goals from this Bulls team if they want a chance to take this series. Tai keeping it away from his own net. El Diablo with a clear. 35 seconds to go. El Diablo towards the net. Wants to tack on a 5th one, but he won't find it. Couldn't quite get his hat trick here in game number 4. Will be cleared away by Floms. El Diablo once more. A good save by him. These final 3 minutes have been scoreless. But the Bulls just not able to beat the Elite defense, and there's a 5th goal for the Elite. And they've done it. What a wonderful series from them. Of course, we will play game number 5. Every game does count here in the MLE, of course. But a beautifully played series from the Elite, from Tai, from El Diablo. Both players stepping up to the occasion. And will hand the Bulls their first loss of the season, 3-1. Not the final score of the series, but final score after game number 4, I should say, 5-0. And, I mean, if we look at the shots, 4 more shots for the Elite than the Bulls. Makes sense. They scored 5 goals, the Bulls 0, but a 6 total shots is not a terrible mark for the Bulls, right? I mean, 6 shots is decent. You'd like a little bit more in a game, but it's not a terrible amount of shots. They just couldn't quite find the touches to get it past the defenders, and that's what I was talking about, is that they're almost predictable at this point with their offense. And you can see the Elite reading it really well. They just put themselves in good defensive positions. The ball winds up going towards them in goal. All they have to do is make that relatively routine save out of the net. And there's nothing that the Bulls have done to try to counteract that point. They haven't looked for the infield passing plays. They haven't looked for the transition plays that the Elite did so well in every game so far. It's how they scored a lot of their goals was in transition. The Bulls haven't looked for that too often. You don't see too many Bulls. You don't see a Bulls player down the field looking for a pass. It just seems like the defense from the Elite stifling the Bulls. The Bulls just haven't had an answer for it yet. They've got one more game to try to figure it out. Certainly a 3-2 loss is preferable over a 4-1 loss. So this game still matters, especially, well, really to both of these teams. I mean, for the Elite, if they can win this 4-1, I think it almost completely secures them a playoff spot. This one's going to come out in front, and El Diablo is going to put his team on the board first yet again. This time just about 30 seconds in, and that's kind of been the story of these games. The Bulls find themselves down early, have to play from behind. So now Rainbow Noms will clear it away. El Diablo out of his own corner. Floms looking to challenge him, but El Diablo over top of him. Now, oh, what a touch. Can Tai get up to this in time? Not quite. It's a great little pinch out of the corner there from El Diablo, but just a bit out of reach of Tai. Nothing doing for the Elite on that possession. Now, however, Flams will tie it up with a good shot over top of both defenders. Not the best challenge from El Diablo there. It gives Flams just enough space. Squeeze that one through the defense, and we're tied 1-1. So now Flams keep it. We'll keep it away from El Diablo. El Diablo couldn't quite keep it in. So now it's Rainbow Noms out of the corner. Looking for Flams. Back to Rainbow Noms, but out of his reach, and he didn't quite get a touch on it, as it will eventually find its way into the Elite corner. Rainbow Noms back into the purple zone. It's going to come out in front, and Rainbow Noms puts that bar down for a Bulls lead in game number 5. We've played 1 minute and 30 seconds. Good shot there from Rainbow Noms, not making a mistake with that one. Saw his opportunity and took it. Bit of obviously a defensive miscue there from the Elite, but it's not. It's only been a couple of mistakes from the Elite. They haven't made a whole lot of mistakes on defense throughout this series. I can see them being a little bit more lax, though. They've got the series win. They might not be taking this game as, maybe not the word seriously isn't the best word, but they aren't as, the will to win, I guess, might not be as high in this game because you have secured the series. Of course, everybody wants to win every game that they play. But it's less stressful now as you already have that under wraps. But for the Bulls, they definitely want to take this one out, take something positive away from this series. Tai is going to go up the wall. Bombs to clear it away. And El Diablo back across the box, looking for Tai. Catch it, go up the sidewall. Good challenge from Rainbow Noms to keep it in. That one almost found its way to the net. El Diablo past Flams. And to be cleared away by Bulls defense along the back wall. Tai gets it around one. Flams can't get up there, and Tai with a snipe from long range will put the second goal for his team on the board. What do you know? We're tied in yet another game in this series. While game number 4 was a little lopsided, you have to remember that the first 3 games of this series went to overtime. Would not be surprised to see game number 5 end in a similar fashion. Would be quite the fitting end to this series, which was very, really, really close. A couple of plays change, the way that they happened as Tai gets a good demo to put his team in the lead. I do want to take a moment to talk about that. Tai not giving up on the play. I don't know if Rainbow Noms quite had enough boost to make a proper back check on that. Tai not gonna even give him a chance. That's 3-2, but really, if some of these plays go a different way, whoa, Tai, I don't know what happened there. Looked like he just kind of got stuck in underneath the ball. I don't know if he was trying for a boomer or what, but he just whiffed on it there. So now 3-3, we're back tied, and they won't let me finish my thought. All I'm saying is that if some of these plays went a hair differently, we could be seeing 5-0 in favor of the Elite. We could be seeing like 4-1 in favor of the Bulls. That's how close this series has been. But we are not done yet. There's still 1 minute 15 to go. We are tied at 3. Tai will look to clear it away. Flams, though, wants to keep the pressure on. Gonna force El Diablo up in the air to put it in his own corner. For Rainbow Noms. Off the sidewall, Tai Had a little bit of an awkward jump. There's the follow-up from Rainbow Noms. It's going to put the Bulls up in front. A minute to go. Tai just had a bit of an awkward takeoff there. Had to do what he could to keep it away from the net. Almost put it in his own goal, but the bounce out eventually lands right in front of Rainbow Noms, who doesn't make a mistake with that ball. Almost gets another one, but Tai keeping it a one-goal game. They've got 45 seconds. They need to score. Push us into overtime. It's clear from Tai. Bombs with a response, but El Diablo cutting across mid. Now Rainbow Noms again wants to waste as much time as they can towards the net. Good save from El Diablo. Still, the Elite have life in Game 5, although they only have 20 seconds. Time's certainly not their friend right now. That's right out in front. El Diablo up in the air, but Flums reading that one well. Able to get the save. Now Flums over the top of El Diablo. 3 seconds left. Gonna go into the Elite corner, popping up now. They've got to keep the ball in the air. Flums looking to challenge that. Tai can't make the touch. And the Bulls will take game in number 5. And again, another close game. 4 of the 5 games have been very, very close. But at the end of the day, at the end of the series, it is the Elite taking the victory over top of the Bulls. And unfortunately for the Bulls, handing them their first series loss in the final week of the season. Almost a perfect season for the Bulls, but they come just 1 game short of doing so. But still, you've got to give them props for an amazing season. And, you know, we look forward to watching both of these teams in the playoffs, which, again, start next week. Don't forget to tune in here. We're going to be covering every series. Every single series will be broadcasted in some capacity. So you guys are definitely going to want to watch that. There will be a ton of MLE Rocket League all throughout the playoffs. But GG's to the Elite, taking the series 3-2 over top of the Bulls. We are going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back from break, we are going to get into our first Bears versus Knights match. We do have 2 Bears versus Knights matchups on the docket for the evening. First up will be the Academy League Bears versus Knights, and second, the Champion League Bears versus Knights. So again, before we do take a break, I just want to remind everybody that any of the bits that flow in, I saw that we had quite a number of bits coming in throughout that match. Thank you again for everybody who are donating those. Every bit and every donation made to MLE throughout the weekend is going directly to the GoFundMe for Rick and his family. You can also, of course, go directly to the GoFundMe if you would rather. You'll see it in some of the slides and the Streamlabs bot shouting that out every couple of minutes in chat. Guys, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, some more fantastic Rocket League action for you. Please, please, please do not go anywhere. We'll be back in just a minute.